Hey, what is up, YouTube? This is Bootney Farnsworth.
Bootney's Farnsworth.
That's right, Bootney Farnsworth.
Hey Bootney, can you let your subscribers know what mixed martial arts is? Seeing as how you're a retired fighter and all, I thought you could shed some light on it.
No problem, man. Mixed martial arts originated in Brazil by the Gracie family, and their goal at the time was to show the effectiveness of Brazilian Jujitsu, which is a ground fighting art where you subdue your opponent via choke or joint lock. So they started the Vale Tudo, which was a no-holds-barred competition. The only rules? No eye gouging and no groin shots. And at the time, the Gracies were dominating all competition, showing the effectiveness of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So one of the older Gracies, Rorion Gracie, he decided to move to Torrance, California, and he opened up shop in his garage to teach people this effective art. So he even took it a step further. He would conduct challenge matches. He'd invite martial artists from all types of disciplines, karate guys, wrestlers, kung fu practitioners, all forms of combat art. They would fight, minimum rules, no eye gouging and no groin shots, and he or one of his brothers would easily take their opponent down, slap on a joint lock or chokehold, and force the opponent to submit. And the reactions from the opponents was always the same.
You mean to tell me I have studied 30 years in this deadly art of Kung Fu to come in here and get taken down and submitted by some damn Brazilians? Damn you, reality!
Yes, it was a reality check, and the message was clear. In reality, most fights end up on the ground. So, Rorion takes his message to a bigger audience, which is the birth of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. But Rorion doesn't compete in the UFC. Instead, he chooses his younger brother, Royce Gracie. And he uses Royce because Royce was maybe 175 pounds soaking wet. And this just strengthened the argument that no matter how small you are, the effectiveness of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is evident. I remember when I first saw one of the UFCs, this was back before I went to the Navy, and all I could think was wow, this little dude from Brazil is dominating these monsters. So I was hooked. Growing up, I was a huge fan of martial arts movies. Five Deadly Venoms, The Drunken Master, and a huge fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, and many others. At the time, this is what I thought of when I thought of kick-ass martial artists. But that all changed after the UFC. Fast forward to the present, and the sport of mixed martial arts is exploding, thanks to a family from Brazil. This is Bootney Farnsworth, the only pugilistic COD commentator in the business.